Hello students. So at the very beginning of this video, I would like to inform you that if you have not watched my earlier videos on object oriented programming, so I request you please watch those videos carefully first, and after that please come to this video, then it will be easier to understand or you will find it difficult. Okay, so let's begin. So so in this video we'll discuss about visibility modes. All right, so in my last video, during when I'm showing the example of inheritance by a program, there I have mentioned the term visibility mode, and I have told you I will discuss in the upcoming video. So here it is. So what is visibility mode? A visibility mode specifies the way in which properties of the base class are derived. That means it is same as, you can say, it is kind of same as access specifiers, right? So by access specifier we can do what? We can control how the data members or the member functions of that class can be accessed or used by or used in the program, right? We can control that. We can give, if we give public, all the data members can or member functions can be used anywhere in the program. If we specify it as protected, it can only be used inside a class that is inherited from the main class, and if we give it as private, it can only be used within that class, right? We have discussed in our last video, so sorry, in our earlier video. So you can go and just watch what is access specifier, how they work, and what is inheritance, that we have discussed in the last video. Please watch these two videos mainly and then start this video, right? So as I am saying that access specifier gives, by access specifier we can control how the members of a class can be accessed. So similarly, visibility, by visibility modes we can control how the members or the properties of a class can be inherited. Okay, so how or what we can inherit from a class, we can specify using visibility mode. So for example, say if a class A has three members, okay, and class B wants to access only one of the members, so, right? So when class B will inherit class A, it will inherit all the members of class A, isn't it? If it is not private, if that member is not private in class A, then it will inherit all the members of class A. But we can control that, right, by using visibility mode. So visibility mode is also of three types, same as access specifiers, that is here public inheritance, protected inheritance, and private inheritance. Okay, so what is public inheritance? So for public inheritance, when a base class is publicly inherited, so if you have seen my last video, the example that we have taken where the class is derived, that is class child is derived, it is derived by public inheritance, right? You can visit my last video and watch the example. There you will see that it will the class child is derived as public of class parent, right? So when base class is publicly inherited, the public members of the base class becomes the public members of the derived class. That means whatever member or the members that are given the access specifiers in the base class will have the same access specifiers in the derived class. So to clarify it, let's see the rules. So for rules of public inheritance is, each public members of the base class is public in the derived class. That means those members which are, so first thing is when we publicly derive a base class, right, as we have seen in the example in my last video. At that time what happens is those members that are declared public in the base class is will also be public in the derived class, right? Since I have said when you are inheriting the members of the class 2. So those members which are public in the base class, when you inherit those, in derived class also those members will stay as public. Okay. Each protected member of the base class is protected in the derived class. So those members which are given access specifier protected in the base class will also have the access specifier protected in the derived class. Okay. So how I am taking the protected member, because as you, if you have remembered, when we have discussed access specifier, we have told that protected members can be derived from outside the given class but only within a class inherited from it, right? So derived class is always inherited from a base class, so the protected members of the base class will also have the protected access specifier in the derived class. Okay. But this last point is very important. Each private members of the base class remain private in the base class itself. That means what? These those members that are declared private in the base class cannot be inherited by a derived class. I am repeating again, those members that are declared private in the base class cannot be inherited by the derived class in any condition, because in access specifier definition we have already read private members can only be accessed within the given class, not outside that class. That's why the private members that are declared, or members that are declared private on the base class, can remains private in the base class itself. It is not derived from the, or inherited in the derived class. So let's see a diagrammatic view. This example might or will help you very much. Say class A I have taken. Okay, sorry. Say class A I have taken. Okay, in class A what happens is public, in class A what happens is int x, this data member is public. Okay, public access specifier. Y data member is protected access specifier, and z has the access specifier private. Okay, now I am in creating a class, new class, that is B, and inheriting class A with visibility mode public, right? So what happens is, the what class B what inherits, x will come, right? X comes here directly, same as we have discussed in the rules. Public will remain public. Then y comes here, y also inherited, protected will remain protected, but z is not inherited. Okay, z is not inherited. Why? Because z is given private, so z will remain private in the base class itself. So z will remain in class A only. You cannot access the z from class B. So when we are accessing, we can access x and y from class B, but we cannot access z from class B. We can access z only within class A. Alright, we have not inherited z. Why? Because the access specifier is private. I hope you have understood this. Let's move on to the next, that is protected access, protected inheritance, right? In protected inheritance what happens is, the derived class, sorry, in protected inheritance what happens is, the derived class can access public and protected members of the base class protected. That means the private and protected members of the base class will be declared as protected in the derived class. That means what? The derived class will inherit the base class properties of members, right? So those members in the base class which are access specifier public and protected. In the base class, that will both of them will become protected. Okay, so let's see the rules, it will be clarified. So public members in the base class are protected in the derived class. That means what? If I declared visibility mode as protected, so those members in the base class that have access specifier as public, in the derived class those members will become protected. Okay, so I can inherit the members that are declared public in the base class, I can inherit them, but when it comes to the derived class they will become protected. Okay, they will not remain as public, they will become protected. All right, again, protected members in the base class, so those members that are protected in the base class, when we inherit in the derived class they will stay as protected. Okay, and again the last point will be same, that is private members of the base class will remain private in the the base class. Okay, base class itself, it will not be inherited in the derived class because the access specifier is private. All right, let's see by this example. See, x is public, y is protected, z is private. Now class b, I have created class b which has inherited a class a by what? By visibility mode protected. See, I have not used the visibility mode public, I have used protected. So if I have used protected, what happens is z will not come, as we have discussed. If it is private, we cannot inherit that member. Okay, that's it. And protected will remain protected, but the public will also become protected. So it depends upon the visibility mode. Okay, so since the visibility mode is protected, public will also become protected, which is protected already will remain protected, but which the private member will never be inherited. Okay, next is private inheritance. In private inheritance, all the members that you will inherit will become private. So the rules are, public members of the base class is private in the derived class. So those members which are public in the base class, having access specifier public in the base class, will become private in the derived class. Okay, similarly protected members, so members which are have access specifier protected in the base class will become private in the derived class, and the private member of the base class will remain private in the base class itself, it cannot be inherited. Okay, so by this example you can see public, x is public, y is protected, z is private. So since z is private, z will not come in x, z will not come in b. Okay, so what is again, so I have done a wrong, it will not be protected, it will be private, right? So see, see that class b I have inherited from class a with visibility mode private. Since the visibility mode is private, the public member will become private. Okay, so public becomes private, protected also becomes private. So these two variables or these two members can be inherited, but their access specifier will be changed, and the member which is private in class, in the base class, cannot be inherited in the derived class. Okay, so depending on the requirement, how you want to design your program or how you want to design your software, what are the access you want to give or allow the users to have, right? Which members must have what access, depending on that, as we will use the access specifier for members within a class, similarly the visibility mode will be used for inheriting a class. inheriting the class. Okay, it will depend upon the requirement, what software you are designing, what functionality you want to give. So depending upon the requirement, this access specifier or visibility modes are used. All right, so I hope you have understood this example, these points about inheritance and visibility mode. So thank you.